back to my channel. Usually my vlogs start in the afternoon, and I thought it would be kind of cool just to show you what my mornings kind of look like. So yeah, and I know I mentioned in my last vlog that I am currently reviewing my tea notes from the Japanese Tea Foundations course that I completed a little while back. There's just so much information, and personally I don't feel like I'm ready to take level 2 yet. Because I want to make sure that I have a good understanding still of level 1. Just going to my tea notes, yeah, I have a lot in here. So too, just real quick, just to share a few things that I've learned from the Japanese Tea Foundations course, and mind you, there's a lot of information. Here's a few things that I learned. So the first thing is, when it comes to tea, it contains catechins, which is essentially an antioxidant, and that's what gives that mouth drying taste, which is astringency. And astringency is different than bitterness, so those are separate. So if you're wondering why you're having that mouth drying taste after you drink a green tea, it's because of that. And another thing is there's L-theanine, and that is retained into the green tea plant through the technique of shading. And that is how the green tea leaves are able to retain L-theanine. And what L-theanine does, and mind you, I'm just covering like very high level because there's a bit more obviously, but what L-theanine does is it gives the green tea leaf that sweet and savory umami taste. If you're wondering, okay, well, you have astringency, which gives that mouth drying taste, and then you have L-theanine, which gives that sweet and savory umami taste. If you're wondering, well, where does the bitterness come from? Well, that comes from the caffeine. So yeah. So those are just a few things that I learned amongst everything, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool just to share that with you. So some exciting things in terms of Emriv's local side, which is serving tea drinks locally here. I feel like I'm getting so close to wrapping up the delivery supplies section. Yeah, so for this week I've had delivery supplies trickle in. I'm just reviewing them just to make sure this is what I need. But I'm so excited because I feel like this part has taken the longest. I just want to make sure that I provide the best experience. So now that I know the cup style that I'm gonna go with, which is now Arc, and I'm really excited because one, this is the initial cup style I wanted to use for emriv, and also two, I know I did a poll on Instagram, and this was the one that got voted on. So it just makes me excited to know that, okay, maybe it's the universe, or I don't know, but we're gonna be using Arc. And so now that I'm like, okay, we're using Arc. Another thing too, the reason why I'm able to use Arc is because I found a solution for the drink carrier, which was initially why I wasn't able to use it, but now I found a solution, so we are all good. Again, knock on wood. But yeah, so now I can start reworking the ratio, specifically when it comes to mixing tea with a milk base. I noticed the ratio that I do use, there's a bit of a gap that's left. And so I want it to at least get a little higher, not where it's like overly filled where it's uncomfortable putting the lid on top of the cup, but just enough where it looks full. And so I have to rework my ratio. And here's the thing that I'm realizing, and let me know in the comments if you know this is something you come across too. So I have a golden ratio, and I was hoping to apply that when I serve tea drinks when it comes to mixing a tea with a milk base. But as we know, when you do that, you're gonna need like, so one, it depends on, so for this case, matcha. So it really depends on the matcha you're using and if it can pull through the milk base, the flavor. And two, the more, here's the deal. And this is what I'm realizing, the more milk you do use, you kind of have to increase the grams of the matcha powder. So kind of what I'm realizing right now, and I really don't want to go over 3 grams. I think that alone is enough. But if you have to increase the milk base and you want the matcha to come through, you don't want a green milk, then I think that I have to increase it slightly. And so I'm just gonna keep reworking my ratio and testing it out. That's gonna be one of the primary focuses this coming week, amongst other things. I'm so excited. I have literally so in terms of delivery supplies, technically I have one item waiting, or one item that I'm waiting on to come in. So the last 2 are delivery cards, and it's on the tea experience concept I'm trying to introduce, which is really just being in the moment to pause and sip. And then the other delivery card is just a thank you, just to show my appreciation. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. And I just want to thank you for following along my journey, and I appreciate you so much.